Hi, I'm coming to you today because I want to talk to you about the IEP. I mentioned it before in other videos, and an IEP is an individualized education plan for your kid. So if you have a loved one in a nursing home, the best way I can explain the IEP process is it's like a care plan for your kids, but it's done at the school. So if your kids are your special needs children, if they go to a public school, you'll have an IEP. If they go to a private school that's for autistic kids like mine does, you'll also have an IEP, and it will be held in the district in which you live, not necessarily at the child's school. So it's important that when you go for the IEP meeting that you have everything, any questions that you have about it, bring it in writing. That way you won't forget, because they throw a lot of information at you at once, and it's complicated, it's overwhelming at times, and it helps if you have an SSA with the Board of Disabilities in your area, if your SSA goes with you. So that's that. And then you have rights under the IDEA Act. Individuals with Disability Education Act. You can Google it and it'll tell you what your rights are, but you do have rights. Your child has rights. And you want to be a part of the process because you want to make sure your input is included. If your child needs special handling during a meltdown or something, you need that in that IEP. If your child requires more like a one-on-one person to help them through each transition, like if their first period is spent in math and the next period, spent in a different subject, sometimes the kids need a one-on-one to take them from one place to the next and stay with them to help keep them calm and focused. That needs to be in the IEP. So I just wanted to point those things out and kind of tell you a little bit about it, because it's a headache. It sucks. It sucks. It's just all I can say. It's never been an easy process for me. There have been times that I have been bullied by the school because my son is in a special needs, well, he's in an autism school. And I remember one particular IEP when I was quite upset because they told me basically in a nutshell that I was diverting funds from the school to this other program, which is kind of sort of true, because if you live in Ohio, you have the Autism Scholarship. The Autism Scholarship pays $37,000 a year for your child to be educated in a special needs autism school, which is what I would highly recommend if you have one in your area. And it does, like, the school isn't going to get that money that they don't attend. They're not going to get that money. The money is going to go to the school that they do attend. So I remember being bullied in one particular meeting about it, and the guy said, "You're stealing money from the school." And I said, "No, I'm not. The money is to educate my child." The public school system that he was in, or would have been in, was subpar. They didn't have adequate staffing. They had one teacher and like 10 students. That's not going to work in a real life situation. My son has severe autism, and he's an eloper, so he'll get away. And he does things for attention, like he will act out for attention. He really does need that one-on-one education, and your child might as well. Don't let the schools bully you. You do have rights. Stick up for your kid. My God. And just be prepared to be mama bear and papa bear, because that's what it's going to take. So I hope that helps to explain what those are. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me. I'm happy to help.